What's up, guys? Will, Crisp Outdoor Adventures. Doing a little late afternoon crappie fishing. I just got off work, and so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Mid 90s. We got storms rolling in, thunderstorms. Let's get down there, see what we can find. In town, a couple of deer standing. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. There's a couple of deer standing up there. Odo's standing out there watching us, saying, "What are you doing out there in the water?" It's probably not the best time to be out here. Just getting on the river. We got some storms, thunderstorms. The weather's saying not until 9:30. I can hear it thundering and whatnot, but they are coming out of the south. If anything comes up, I can come back over to this spot over here and just dock up, get out of the weather for a minute. No major warnings as of yet. It's a big down tree. Been down here a while. I catch a lot of crappie off of here. It's not many big ones, but you never know. You hear the thunder booming behind us. We'll drop one down here, see if we can't catch anything. And watch out for that tree. You get right down on it. There's a lot of buried stuff right here. So you gotta be very careful about where you drop in at. Experience has told me many times there's a lot of rigs down there on the bottom. But these fish have been holding down on that bottom. Just pick up a few times, give her a little wiggle, see if anything's home. Sometimes there is, sometimes there ain't. Like that one right there. And you got me hung up in some stuff down there. Swim out of it, buddy. There we go. Ooh, that's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. There we go. That one will put, let's see. He's gonna be close. We'll let him go. Put him back down in there. I'm gonna take, I've got a little grapple. It's wanting to push me downstream. I think we're gonna grapple off of this tree right here. Fish out of that spot right there. You find it here. Go up here and tire off. And not get in my net. One thing fishing these spots right here has told me, you never know, you might get into a big one. Always try to carry a net with me. Not only that, but doing this kind of fishing, I've caught a ton of catfish doing this vertical jigging. So I'll stick right back down that hole and see if anybody else is home. These storms and everything, I figure they ought to be biting. right up here over top of it. Try not to get down in it too bad. I think we're sitting on a branch right there. Let's see here. I'll try over here. Out in front of it. I don't know if y'all can see that down there. A little branch right there. That old tree covers a lot of ground down in this part. Carries over there and then out this direction. Them storms are moving out of the south. I'm hoping don't get tied up in any of it, but you never know. Oh, we got something there. What we got? There's a black crappie. Pretty good in there. Yes, sir. Let him go. He gone. Something. Yes, sir. A lot on the uptake. I think we caught the snag again. Another little guy. I'm catching some shorter fish. Of course, I say shorter. It is a size 12 shoe. I mean, he's probably 9.5. You gotta be 10 down here on this section of the river. But he's a good looking little fish. So back to the depths. I'm gonna toss our little Barbie garland out there. Put him back on the bottom, see what happens. There's a tree right there. There we go. We got, oh yeah, another nice one. Another nice one. Get that. Man, he got that hook buried up there. Pull out our trusty little pliers here. See if we can't pop that thing out of his mouth. There we go. Another nice fish. That one would probably keep right there, to be quite honest with you. I know, it's just not a good measurement, but that one will probably keep. But we'll put him back. He gone. This front's got these fish moving here. Oh, already. Nope. Let it go. I have noticed these fish are hitting this thing on the fall. And when that line stops moving, a lot of times they'll have that thing in their mouth. And you'll lift up on them and there'll be a fish there. I'm just dropping down the bottom and lifting up a couple inches. Give them a little action. Drop them down. This spot right here has produced a lot lately. It's deep enough. It's probably 9-10 foot deep right there. Put her out there a little bit and see what happens there. Hopefully we don't get snagged on that tree. There's a whole lot of tree right there. Like that right there. I feel it bouncing off the branches. Yep. All right, so we dropped in there a couple times and they're just not hitting on these bigger baits. These Bobby Garland monkey milk baby shad, they're like 2 inches. So we're gonna drop a 1-inch bait down there and see if that makes a difference. Sometimes it does. Sometimes these fish are finicky. Of course, it's midday. It's probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon by now. I'll have to look and see, but yeah, I mean, it's midday. The bite's going to be tough anyway, but we are going to put a 1-inch goat minnow on there, on this one. I think it's a 1/32 jig head. I'm not entirely sure. 1/64. So 1/64 ounce jig head. We're going to put this little tiny goat minnow on there. And I'm going to drop down and see if that don't make a difference. Now this is going to take a little bit. Takes a little while for them little guys to fall, and you will catch everything. These little goat minnows will catch everything. I've caught 10-pound channels on them, 15-pound blues, bass, crappie, bluegill, walleye. Everything chases little bait. Despite what people might tell you, everything chases small bait. And we're just going to jig that thing up and down. Bring her up and let her fall. That 1/64 ounce jig head falls very slow, and it creates that, with that little 1-inch minnow, it creates a little flutter like a wounded bait. Something hit it. And sometimes these crappie just want it to be still. You just got to play with your presentation and find what they want. Sometimes they want a bigger bait. Sometimes they want a smaller bait. Sometimes they want a different color. Sometimes they're just frustrating as all get out. And you're sitting there thinking, well, I've gone through my entire tackle box and I ain't caught nothing. And then you pull out that curly tail jig and they'll eat it up. And you'll be like, well, what in the world? You know, Will told me that they'll eat anything. See, there we go. That's a nice crappie. It's a nice crappie when he's barely hooked too. Let's grab this net here. Extendo-matic. Gotta be careful fighting these fish. And he got in that thing. He got in my paddle. Gotta be careful fighting these fish. That's a good one. That one will go in the basket for sure. He got you in the freaking eyeball, dude. And I bet I didn't even... Yeah, I got you guys on. That's a nice one. Got a big old bucket mouth on him. We'll put him in the basket. Got our old man basket here today. Let's stick him down in there and see if we can catch another one. Like I said, sometimes they want little baits, sometimes they want big baits. You just got to play with it. Play with your depth, play with your presentation. I mean, everything with the crappie is negotiable. Everything with crappie is negotiable. And we're gonna get a little bit of rain here. Sometimes it's automatic, sometimes it takes a while. You know, like I said, don't get, this is not bass fishing, you know. Sometimes it takes a minute. I think we caught that. Yeah, we caught that branch again. Another nice crappie there. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah. Another nice one. Heck yeah. Like I said, this hole here has produced for me. It's another nice crappie there. Stick her in the basket. Put it in the basket. And like I said, I'm letting that thing sink all the way to the bottom. And when it quits moving, I'll bring her back up. You gotta be careful over in this spot because there's another one right there. Another nice one. That shoulders on that guy. Nice crappies. Nice crappie. Oh, he tried to get away. You see that? He tried to get away. Hey there. Not bad. I'm gonna use my... Y'all gonna laugh at me, but I measured my shoe earlier and figured out where that 10-inch mark is at. Measured my shoe to find out where that 10-inch mark was at. So y'all have to excuse me. I'm over here measuring fish with a crock. And I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes it's hard to remember where I caught that fish at. You know what I mean? You always try to put back in a spot, at least get close to it, you know. There's something down there playing. Sometimes it takes them a little while. You start ringing the dinner bell though, they'll start biting. Yeah, it's been kind of hard the last few times out. We're getting into like deep summer here, you know. Today's the, let's see, last Friday was the 4th. Like the 13th, 14th, or I think today's the 14th. Could be wrong. We'll verify real quick, so I'm not lying to you guys. It's the 12th. So July 12th, and it's 3:30, guys. I mean, these storms have kind of cooled us off a little bit. I think whenever I pulled up out here, it was 89 degrees, something like that. So let's see. It's hot. It's very hot. We take so I said yesterday I came out after work. I work most every Saturday. Well, I work every Saturday unless I take the day off. But I came out here yesterday, 4 o'clock. It was 95, 96 degrees. And wound up taking home 7 good keepers. And so, I mean, you never know. It's a bit harder from the bank. I mean, if you were using a cork setup, you could reach this spot from the bank if you could get to the bank. But pretty easy with a kayak. And so we haven't caught anything in a few minutes. So I'm gonna give something. Caught us right there. I think it's probably a tree branch, would be my guess. So we haven't caught anything in a few minutes. I'm gonna make one more drop and then we're gonna change baits and see if a bait change doesn't induce a bite. It's a lot of times these crappie will figure out what you're throwing down here. They see that same bait come down 4 or 5 times and they'll ignore it. So sometimes a simple color change or a size change will induce a bite. And we got a tree. Oh, he got me into the boat. Got me in some stuff over here. Come on. There he is. There he is. Another nice one. Another good one. Let's see how he measures up against the shoe. Stay straight, buddy. Oh yeah, that's probably 11 and a half right there. It's a nice fish. So we went back to, this is the Bobby Garland baby shad. Just let her down there, give her a little dangle. Move her around a little bit. Like I said, I'm just dropping to the bottom. Okay, we found bottom. We either found bottom or we found a tree. And then I'm just gonna give her a little dangle. Move it up and down the water column. 6-8 inches. Give her a little dangle. And you don't have to be crazy with the movement. This light line, so I've got this is a 6-pound high vis line. It does not take much to get that movement down to your bait. A little bit, make sure we're down close to bottom there. Yeah, we're close. And we found a tree. So don't get the trees. Don't get the trees. You don't want tree fish. You just want the actual fish. And that's a bad thing. So I will tell you this. Fishing these fishing brush piles, treetops, any of this stuff like I'm fishing right here, lay downs, you're gonna lose some gear. You're gonna lose gear. It's part of it. It's just, it is what it is. I'm sure if there was somebody was to go down there and look at this tree, there's probably a ton of baits down there. Somebody hit it. There's probably a ton of hooks and baits on this tree right here. Like I say, it's part of it. There we go. He let it go again. That might be a bluegill. Might be a bluegill. He's not smashing it. Of course, it could be a crappie, but it might be a bluegill. And you'll find that a lot too. You'll find these bluegill in here with these crappie. They'll all be holding on structure, bass, everything. Be holding on a piece of structure. You'll just have to wade your way through it. Sometimes if you move over a couple feet, if you find that you're in a bunch of bluegill, if you move over a couple feet or move over to like in this particular laydown section, you know, move over to a different branch, you might find that you work yourself out of all those bluegill, because they will bluegill nickel and dime you to death. They just sit down there and pick at it, and then they'll pull that tail. Yeah, see, and nipping at the tail, pulling them off, pulling your bait off the hook. And some good ones today. Another jumbo. Heck yeah, boys. And that looks like, it's hard to tell on that one, he's so light. It looks like he's got some vertical strapping. It might be a white. Just hard to tell. He tried to get away too. You see that? He tried to get away. He was gonna, God dang it. And then I got down. And I just messed up. There we go. We got it back. Stretch that thing out. And close that hook back down. Another nice fish. Another nice fish. And he come right off. He's a little bit smaller than them others. We're gonna let him go. Look how pretty he is. I don't know if y'all can see that. Those scales changing colors in the light. Pretty cool. There, crappie are beautiful little fish. And there's some fighting little boogers. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate any interactions with our videos. Please like and subscribe. Helps us grow our channel. We're trying to grow, and we appreciate y'all watching. I know this is the first long format video I've had in a while. Working on my editing skills, so bear with me. But we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. So y'all come back next time and see what else we can catch.